this is very unusual. This is not how we usually do our band concert. Usually what we do is kids come for an instrument lesson sometime in the middle of the week. I bring all the saxophone players together. We have a lesson together. Then the clarinet players come together and we have a lesson. We didn't do that this year. Everybody came by team. They took band instead of their music class. And we did not do the other part of band that we usually do, which is after-school rehearsal. We have 140 beginning band members this year, which is about twice as many as we normally have. And we can't cram 50 people on the stage at the Ryan because it's pretty cramped normally, and we obviously can't do that this year. So the first rehearsal that this group has had, you are going to watch right now. Are you nervous? Because I am. They are too, but they're going to be great. So this will be a great experiment. We're going to see how it goes. We have, before these guys start, though, we have a couple of soloists. We'll have a few soloists and a couple of duets scattered throughout the concert. And we're going to start with a couple of soloists from the Wynn Middle School, and the Wynn Middle School band's going to finish our performance. Junior's going to start us off, and I'm going to ask everybody if you are able to stand, because he's going to start us off with the national anthem. Something by Richard Wagner, the great German composer. She said it was by Rick. I see some extra And yes, you have all just been rickrolled. Emma, they're blaming me. They said I'm me.
Yeah, I said it. It was my idea.
Okay, so anyway, we're going to take you through a brief history of everything we have learned so far. We have learned quite a bit. So the first week or so where we all got our instruments was very chaotic. We all had to learn how to put them together. Some things sounded good, some things did not. The very first time we actually got together and put instruments in our mouths, it sounded kind of something like this. You think I'm joking, but I'm not. We had some work to do. So the very first song we learned was called The First Note And it sounded like this. It's not Beethoven, but it's already quite a big improvement from where we started. So, then we realized there's not really a lot of songs you can play with only one note. So, actually, let's warm us up. Yeah. So let's actually, before we get to reading notes, let's play our 5 notes again. This is number 1. So we learned 5 notes. First we did this. It sounds even better. So the first song we learned that actually used all 5 of these notes was actually called the Fab Five, and they still had the little names, not just the notes, but it had little letter names written in the notes. But then you don't need that anymore. So we learned a song called Reading the Notes that teaches us how to read the notes, cleverly called Reading the Notes. Okay, but we had to actually play some real, actual songs. So we started off with the song that you usually learn first on any instrument, which is Hot Cross Buns. And you do that first because it's only got 3 notes. So we're going to fast forward and first. Fast forward. Hot Cross Buns. Let me know when you're ready. I will say this while we're still getting set up. So normally, any director has to do, we always have to wait for percussionists because they're always switching instruments between songs. But this year, I had to keep reminding myself, and this was a big learning curve for me, that it takes longer to get our instrument ready because you got to stick it inside the little hole in your instrument. So I had to make sure I was waiting for it. Are we ready? Yeah. Good. Last version first. 1, 2, 3. One last time. But this book decided, instead of just having us do Hot Cross Buns as the first song, they were going to use Hot Cross Buns to teach us something else. So they use it to teach us half notes. So everything you've heard so far, we used to hear quarter notes, and quarter notes are just da, 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 where every note is 1 beat long. Half notes 2 beats long. And rather than teach us a song that had lots of half notes in it, they just decided they're going to slow Hot Cross Buns down to half speed and make it with half notes instead. So here's the super slow, extra dull version of Hot Cross Buns.
What?
You ready?
No,
So we also gave folks the opportunity if they wanted to come up and do a solo, or a duet, or a trio, or any size they wanted to get together. And Shane volunteered really early on, and but raising your recording a bit, so you do a little better, so we do a little better. You've been working on this for a long time. And then, had two other people come up to me in the last couple of days and say, hey, we're going to do the same song. So you're going to hear two different versions of one of the greatest songs ever written. You're going to hear Shade do a solo version for trumpet first. Take it away. So Maria and Kayla did you get the video we sent of our recording of it? No. Yeah. And so we finally got it all sorted out. So AJ can introduce our program. The duet version of one of the greatest songs ever written. Oh, did you? Our last song for this version is a classic that I'm sure you all know. This is London Bridge, and in London Bridge, this version of it, they used it to teach us two things. They used it to teach us how duets work. So, and they used it to teach us how harmony works. Now, for those who don't know, harmony is, well, we all know melody. Melody is the part that you sing. But harmony is if you have more than one note playing at the same time. All the stuff underneath it, all the other notes, are our harmony part. And so we're going to actually demonstrate this for you. We're going to play the melody part, and then we're going to play the harmony part, and then we're going to put it all together. You'll notice when you hear the melody part that there's something missing, and your job is to see if you can figure out where it went. Now here's the harmony part. What? Here's the harmony part. So there's going to be some stuff missing from this. See if you can figure out where that went, and maybe you might figure out where that missing measure from line A went. Don't forget the rest, everybody. Two different reps. Make sure you're playing the rest. Line 1, 2, 7. This is the first time they ever play together. So here's part of our experiment. Raise your hand if you never play line A. Raise your hand if you're going to play line B. That looks like a pretty good thing. Raise your hand if you're going to play the snare drum. Good job. Raise your hand if you're going to play the bass drum. That's Miss Leon, by the way, our brand new music teacher in the right. She is an expert bass drum player. She has been playing bass drum for all of 15 minutes. Here we go. Remember, don't get messed up when other people have our one. So then we practiced it a bunch of times and we found we could play it a little faster. We kept practicing it and we figured out we could play it even faster. 1, 2, 3. All right, you know what's coming next. We're going even faster. Relax. It's okay. No one's going to get hurt. As many of you know, if you've ever played an instrument or if you've ever done any theater, if you do something a whole bunch of times, you can do this. Okay, so then we got kind of tired of rolling along, as I'm sure many of you are right now. So, you're supposed to be on our side. So then we moved on to another song that is actually, even though it seems fairly simple, it's a little bit tricky because it's the first song where we start doing a lot of half notes and quarter notes mixed in together. This is Go Tell Aunt Rose. So we have one more solo from our 5th grade. So Bonnie is going to play Roy. Okay, guys, we're going to do that next week, so everybody's going to line up. I just made the panic. I told them they're all going to learn that for next week. Okay, last song from this group is called the Mozart Valley, and it's a song that you might not have realized that Mozart wrote. It's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or it should be the alphabet song, or it's Blah Blah Black. I was many, many years old before I realized those are all the same song. Now you all know too. So last up, we have the Wynn Middle School Band. This is a relatively small version of this band. These are the folks who have stuck through most of their time playing in band has been through COVID, but they have stuck with it. So I'm very happy, and they're actually very good. So I'm very impressed. We're going to start with a song called Armor. Not only do we have folks from the Ryan School and the Wynn Middle School, we actually brought in a guest performer from Fifth Street Memorial High School. I guess he's not a guest, actually, he's the only one who lives here. So, and some of the jokes are good, some of them are not. So, Karen's going to join Lila for a duet because the high school musicians believe in supporting our younger musicians, plus their brother and sister. If you could see their faces, you would see their family resemblance. Yeah, that's fine. This is a Beatles classic, Oh Buddy, Oh Buddy. And those of you who are wondering why they applaud Diego already, it's because they've heard him do many, many solos before, and they're always good. This is Diego, Pirates of the Caribbean. So before we do our last song, I have a whole bunch of thank yous, because this concert, I mean, I always say this concert wouldn't have happened without, but it really would not have happened without a whole bunch of people. So first of all, if you're wondering who the really tall fifth grader is in the back, Mr. Faber. Mr. Faber teaches at the Wynn, and he has taught band after school lessons and stuff. He's been a part of the band program really since he came to Pittsburgh and joined us, and so I'm always happy when he comes to help out, along with our brand new production section. So thank you. They couldn't be here tonight, but I really want to give thanks to our principals, Judy Dennis at the Ryan School and John Weir at the Wynn Middle School. So we're going to round. Literally have been emailing back and forth since vacation ended about can we do this, how can we do this, what's going to work, and they would have voted on helping me do that. And the other folks who deserve a round of applause, and unfortunately they are not here either, are our school nurses. So. I want to mention them by name. Deb Creightonberg, who is the school nurse at the Ryan School, because she has gone above and beyond. She has been working 12-hour days. She worked all through vacation to make sure that everybody could actually come back to school in a safe manner. She helped me with this, even though she had no free time to do it. I want to say the same of Amy Cannell at the Wynn Middle School, the school nurse there, and Kelly Constantino, who's the nurse here at the high school and the head nurse for the school department. So please, next time you go in to get COVID tested or anything, next time you see any of our school nurses, please give a big thank you and tell them, because you know we couldn't have done this concert without them. So and I want to thank the school committee and the superintendent's office for their help in putting this together. I want to thank all of the teachers at the Ryan School and the Wynn School, because without their support, this actually wouldn't have happened. So guys, the next time when you're in class tomorrow, thank your homeroom teacher. Just say thank you for supporting me and encouraging me to do band. Don't thank them now, thank them tomorrow. And two more people to thank. Parents. I want to thank all of you parents. So everybody in front, give a hand to you. Because we all get to hear you now, but they had to hear you 3 months ago. And you know what you sounded like 3 months ago. And everybody else, we have a hand for every single one of these students, please. Hey guys, and I mean that, and I'm not just saying it like thank the students because you guys play good, but this has been a tough time. I have loved to see how much you guys have worked just in the last few months, how much you have learned, how much you're willing to try stuff. I know that some people were really, really afraid to come up on the stage, and you came up and you did it. And so, thank you for that. And I know some people were afraid and didn't say anything about it, and they still came up and did it. So, thank you for all of that. The last thing I'm going to ask is, before we leave, we don't need to put the chairs there. But we don't need to put the stands away on the stand rack. I'm going to ask you guys to help out with just making sure you guys know how to do it on the stand rack. So we're going to see if we can really do it away. So I'm going to ask for those of you fifth graders who have put your instruments away already, once we are done here, to just come up and help us put the music stands away. So I'm not sitting here and this will be on sitting here. It'll be really sad. It'll take me, not yet, wait, not yet. Not yet. They got one more song to play. I love it, you're willing to help. So, song takes a whole bunch of spooky themes, mushes them up together, and turns out this tune called Dr. Rockenstein.